Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode here at WILDMAN Lifts. I'm your host, WILDMAN. So on today's episode, I was in a commercial gym and I was doing the bench press. Now, sometimes when people are bench pressing or doing overhead press, they often get shoulder impingements. Now, shoulder impingements are a lot more complicated than it sounds to fix it. A lot of people think that if they just ignore the pain and just keep going, it'll fix itself. For some people, they try to do all sorts of fancy massaging and stretching and everything else that they can do. And in the end, it doesn't work. So let me show you a great way to keep your shoulders healthy and also get a great workout as well. Let's pop in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So on today's workout, I was doing bench press as the primary focus, and I was going to add chains as well to make this a little different of an implement. And in between, this is how I keep my shoulders very healthy. I'm doing these farmer walks with the trap bar. Doing farmer walks actually pulls your shoulders down into the correct alignment and works the polar opposite of your shoulders. Now I'm currently in my winter training mode right now, which is I'm paying extra attention to some of the nagging pain or other things that I feel when I'm working out. Because in the wintertime, blood doesn't get to your tendons very well. And as a result, you end up getting nagging pains in your elbows and your shoulders, knees. Everybody's different and gets nagging pain in different spots. So it's really important that if you're doing a lot of bench pressing and you're doing some overhead pressing during the winter months and you're doing a lot of it, you might start to feel some type of shoulder impingement or some type of shoulder discomfort that only gets worse over time. Now what's happening is your shoulders are rubbing against the nerves and it's causing the nerves to get inflamed. So in order to reduce that, you got to separate the nerves from the bone. And doing carries like this or some type of other farmer's carry or any front carry as well will mitigate that pain and mitigate the nerve from touching that bone and rubbing up against it. This will make lifting a lot easier because you won't have those nagging pains anymore. So really you have to work your primary mover, which would be, pressing, and then you would have to work the antagonist group, which would be the opposing muscle groups, and making sure that you're doing everything well balanced like I do. I keep a running journal and a cumulative total of my monthly workouts to make sure that I'm getting enough antagonist movements and doing some type of carry to make sure that my shoulders stay healthy and I'm well-rounded and not having some muscular imbalance occurring. So go ahead and give this a try. And this is a great thing to do in between your bench pressing, because as you can see, most gyms have trap bars and you're going to be able to find one and load it up and then just be able to do the workout. Or you can use dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever you have available to you. We are currently in the winter months right now, and I've been getting a lot of my friends and associates that I know getting a lot of nagging pain, either in their elbows, in their shoulders, in their knees, and they're not really sure why. And the reason is pretty simple. When it gets cold outside, it's harder for blood to get to your joints and to your tendons, and those things often rub against bone and causes inflammation. So as a result, you're going to get these nagging little pains, and if you ignore it, it's only going to get worse, and then you're not going to be able to lift at all, and then you're going to get sad and depressed, and winter's going to suck for you. The best thing to do is to implement some type of carry into your workout program. Farmer's carries, like the one you just saw in my workout for the day, often brings your shoulders down into the right alignment and alleviates that pressure from all the pressing that you're doing. So go ahead and give these carries a try and try to find a way to implement them into your training. So that way you'll be able to have healthy shoulders, healthy joints, and healthy tendons. Until next time, thank you.